Hey everybody, Sylvis here, back to do what I'm pretty sure is episode 8 of RPG Shooter Starwish. Before I do that, actually I'm going to hit start so we can get the cool music. But anyway, before I do that, I'd like to point out... I love this song. Anyway. In the description below, there is a link to my Facebook. The Facebook contains a whole bunch of Facebook-ishy stuff that I'm not too sure how it works, as I hardly ever use my Facebook. More importantly, what it contains is a tentative schedule that I'm going to try to keep to. It's in GMT time, or UTC time, if you will. It also has my Eastern Standard Time there. So yeah, take a look at that. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe to all of my YouTube stuff and everything. It makes me feel happy about myself. Alright, let's go. Alright. Death Jungle. Sounds like a wonderful place, so let's head here. Man, I love this one. I still love this one. Oh. I accidentally took my personal I had an achievement. What achievement? How did I earn it? What is this about achievements? Alright, well anyways. So I wonder if anybody who's watched these videos, and judging by their view counts, it's not a lot of people, but I'm doing this like under the assumption that in the future, when I become like super famous, right, and I'm making like a bajillion dollars off of my YouTube ad revenue, I'm pretty sure it's impossible. Allow me to dream. Anyway, when I'm making millions of dollars off my YouTube ad revenue, and you know, everybody actually cares about my opinion on things, that somebody will be like, you know, let's take a look at the Sylvius guy's old videos, and then they'll see these, and maybe somebody will go play this game and enjoy it as much as I do. Because yeah, I think currently these videos have very good views. What can I do? Yeah, I tried my best. Anyway though, yeah, I'm wondering if anybody has actually tried playing this game. It is a really good game, and it's, you know, it's free, it's uncomplicated. Pretty sure you don't have to make an account to play the game. Even if you did, it's just, you know, like, enter your email address, click on the confirmation, you know, that stuff. So I mean, yeah, there's no reason for you to not try this game, or any of the other Flash games. The Last Stand, Union City, and Rebuild 2. Oh boy. Yeah, I can tell this guy, look, I mean, you can't actually look, but I'm not even touching the keyboard or anything. My hands are off, they're in the air, I'm waving them in the air right now. Not touching anything. Look, you can hear me clapping. There we go. Alright, what do we got here? Increase overdrive automatically, stacks with overdrive. Defense now adds to shield strength and regen like Intel stacks. That would be really cool if I had any points in defense. Restores health automatically. Wow, those are all kind of lackluster for me right now. Restores health automatically would be amazing if I didn't already have huge shielding power based off of my intelligence. So that doesn't... because I hardly take any damage. Overdrive charger's not super great because my overdrive already charges pretty fast because of all the items I get from luck, I believe. And then the defense shielding is meh. I guess I'm going to take the overdrive charger. That was disappointing, I have to say. Alright, another sector secured. Good, we're making progress. I don't know, the closer we get to that thing, the heavier my body feels. It's like that thing that wants me to die, just by looking at it. The thing is supposed to represent desire. Try to keep positive thoughts. I'm trying to think of beer. Nope, still looks like a big old cloud of darkness to me. I didn't mean it would look like what you want it to. It just feeds on whatever thoughts of desire you have. Well then, I'll give it a nice thought of wanting to kick its ass. The black cloud suddenly lurched towards us. Oh and then return to normal. Yeah, don't do that again. Don't need to tell me twice. Hey, where's Johnny anyway? He went to go talk to Mauer about something. He'll be back shortly. Alright then, thanks. I'm gonna go see if Nefertiti has anything new to tell me. It won't be much longer before we're at that thing. How long have you known? Long enough. I've been around longer than even you. Just, what are you exactly? Why, I'm just a chef. Ain't that right, Deuce? Oh, hey there. Didn't mean to eavesdrop. Not at all. I was just heading to the bridge. Talk to you guys later. What was that all about? ... Is it something I shouldn't be asking about? Yes. Alright, as you were. So, Nefertiti, how are you getting along with Deadeye? She is a rather remarkable woman. I have never seen anybody so inventive. She seems happy to use me in an infinite Bunsen burner. That's not quite what I was expecting. She has also introduced me to some exquisite cuisine. You should try some. You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Her oxidized Ferro cream souffle is quite delectable. If we had somebody like her on the Firebolt, we would have defeated the entire coalition in a day. Man, she almost dropped dead to Deadeye's food. Nefertiti must truly be a monster. Well, I guess Deadeye should be happy she has a lunch partner now. Anyway, I had more questions for you. Of course, what can I help you with? So why did Iblis turn out this way? I mean, it was originally harmless, right? What could have caused it to become haywire? Iblis is essentially desire incarnate. As long as desire exists, so does it. At some point, Iblis became self-aware. Whether someone desired it so or figured it out on its own is uncertain, but it had a mind of its own. Being comprised only of desire, it had no real power to do anything, but a great desire to put an end to all of the voices it heard. The most overwhelming, consuming desire that it heard constantly was the desire for power. Iblis used that to its advantage, feeding that desire to less scrupulous individuals. Iblis thus began to corrupt entire populations. As more people wanted power, Iblis became stronger, to the point where it could affect things on a much grander scale. Iblis began to move towards our star. If it made contact, it would become unstoppable. Upon realizing it, we banished Iblis to the end of time, expecting to be powerless in prison, while still able to relay our commands for wishes. Apparently, it instead festered and grew into what it is now. What if we end desire something like some sort of Zen teaching? No, people need desire. The desire to live, the desire to do good, the desire to help others in need. A world without desire is stagnant, is a stagnant, unchanging world. You may have no suffering, but you will have no happiness, no fulfillment either. What about positive desires? Do they impact Iblis in any way? Even positive desires feed Iblis. I suppose if everybody expressed feelings of altruism, Iblis would not have been so corrupted, but there's such a rampant desire for power that it's almost universal. Iblis could not help but embrace it and use it against people. Couldn't you use your powers to end everybody's desire for power then? One major limitation on wishes is that we cannot impose on free will. I cannot control your mind. I cannot make you fall in love. I cannot make you believe anything. Huh? That seems like a weird limitation. Your soul is sacred, bestowed only to you. Your physical body is another matter. That can be harmed or manipulated. Despite being caged here, Iblis can indirectly influence the mind. It will tempt people with their deepest, darkest desires, in turn making Iblis stronger. Iblis is the primary reason for the Federation's paranoia and increased aggression. It may be possible that Iblis tempted me with my desire to return home, but in the end it truly was my will to do so. I'm running out of ideas on how to defeat Iblis. Have you finally given up? No, it just means I have to think harder. I envy your blind persistence, I suppose. You somehow ignore the insurmountable. Look, I don't see you doing anything. I already know we cannot defeat it. I recommend simply enjoying whatever time we have left. I've got a responsibility to myself, to you, to everybody to take out that thing before it threatens the universe. At the very least, if you want to make amends, helping out would be a good place to start. I shall think about it. Thanks, that's all I asked. I returned to my room, unable to shake off Nefertiti's disregard for us. Oh, you're up, Tessa. Yeah, I had trouble falling asleep with everything that's going on around here. A lot of patients have been feeling anxious. To be honest, I understand their concerns. We're stranded here until that thing consumes us, aren't we? I hate to say it, but for the time being, it looks like there's no way out. I knew it. Don't worry just yet. We have a few more days before Iblis breaks out of here. That may be our ticket out of this dump. But then Iblis will be free, won't it? Yeah, we can't let that happen either. I don't know. I'm still bugging Nefertiti for information. The more we know, the more we can come up with something usable. Alright, maybe I can calm down the patients with your words. That's a good idea. I started to feel the pressure of being captain. Everybody seems to be counting on me to come up with something. Of course, I really had no idea how to beat this thing. Everything I suggested to Nefertiti was shot down. All I could do was gather the facts. I began to wish for one tiny bit of crucial information to fall into my lap. I believe I am fully upgraded now. Mar! Hey Mar, mind if I ask you a personal question? You do not need to ask for my permission. State your question, I shall decide if it's worth answering. Okay. I want to know why you came to our ship. Why I came to your ship? Explain. Yeah, I mean, you just popped out of nowhere. The Federation's most slippery target just showed up on our doorstep. There had to be a reason. Would you rather I left? Well, to be honest, when you first came here, I was pretty suspicious of you. I thought you might even be a Federation spy. How do you know I'm not? You've done nothing but help us. For that, we all owe you a debt of gratitude, most of all me. But I'd like to clear something up. You're a bounty hunter, and yet we've never offered you a bounty target. So why did you come here? Oracle. The captain? What about her? Even though I went into exile in the deepest parts of space, Oracle managed to contact me. She requested my help, revealing things about my future. As much as I disbelieved her, her foresight was impeccable. But now that she's gone, why did you agree to stay and train? Master Oracle mentioned you would need my assistance. She was not mistaken. Even when she's not here, she's still watching out for us. After working here all the time, I have come to appreciate your ship's crew. If it's not too much to ask, I would like to remain working here. Of course. You don't even have to ask. Very well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must take care of something. And... Hey there, Deadeye. How are things? Hectic as usual, even more so with everything that's going on out there. Say, it's possible we might not make it through this alive, so I just wanted you to know, you love me? I already do. What? No, I mean, I understand, hon, but this really isn't the appropriate place for affection. You're ruining what I want to say. Oh, fine, so what's troubling you? I just want to say that even though I had some misgivings about you when we first met, I've come to appreciate having you around. Are you saying you like me? You could say that. ... Are you okay? I told you I didn't want you to change your opinion on me after I told you my story. I'd only be treating you as somebody special. I'm the same Deadeye you've already denounced, so why would things be any different? But you're not the same Deadeye I knew. The Deadeye before me is a woman who hides her pain from others. That was a miscalculation on my part. I shouldn't have said anything. Deadeye, I want you to trust me, just as I've come to trust you. What does it matter anyway? Iblis is out there ready to consume us all as soon as it's done. When this is all over, I swear I'll do something for you if I can. By the way, just on a side note, like, speaking this out loud and knowing that somebody else is going to hear what I'm saying right now makes me feel a little awkward and uncomfortable. I don't know if I'll do another story with any kind of, like, romance in it again. Well, I appreciate the thought, but we should be focusing on more important tasks at hand. If the worst should happen, I just want to say thanks, Deadeye. You've been a great help to us all. Oh, stop it. You're making me blush. I'm serious, and when this is all over, I want to see what you look like under that eyepiece. If you somehow save the universe, I'll never ask you for a research grant again. It's a deal, hon. Deadeye walked off, smiling about something. Seeing her go off in high spirits, she was surprisingly cute. On top of that, she had a sharp mind in that small frame of hers. Oh, what am I saying? I'm not falling for her, am I? I spent the next few hours confused and lost in thought. Yeah, man, I feel really awkward saying that out loud. Like, really, really awkward. Alright, what do we got? A 43 is sort of not worth the upgrade. A 9 is definitely not worth the upgrade. That's not worth it either. The saw blade upgrade's worth it though, and then nothing else is. So at that point, let's just buy some more modules. Okay. Spiral Forest. I'm killing them before they even show up on the screen. Let's use this for a while. See, they're spirals because they're snail shells. Ooh. I'm not exactly sure what the developer's fascination is with I think I need this. I needed that weapon to take out the things that were coming at me from the missiles. Yeah, I don't know. Reading the little love story stuff was legitimately making me feel uncomfortable. I do not wish to do that again. It's the snail's eyes! It's not moving or shrinking, it's not the snail, or dead snail. sound this weapon makes. Whereas this one's kind of just... You know, I never did actually use this weapon. Oh, miss. There we go. Fire! Rocket snail approaching! Ah! That was almost bad. Are you taking on fires? Oh. Yeah, I'm not so sure I'm actually doing it. Whatever. That one's eyes could not be killed, apparently. Another area clear. Have you come up with anything useful yet? Negative. So far my talks with Nefertiti have revealed no definite weaknesses. That thing's been growing by the day, but we've been steadily inching closer. We're gonna need a plan soon, even if it's completely half-baked and liable to fail. I might have an idea. I want to try to run it by Nefertiti, but before that... Hey Swig, how well did you get to know Ginny? Actually, rather well. I saw her a lot down in engineering when I had to maintain the ship's cannons. She often shared her lunches with me. I wondered if she thought of me as the big teddy bear. Did she ever seem to regret coming here? Who, Ginny? Of course not. I think out of anybody here, she seemed to be the most happy to join us. I see. I'm glad. Some of my last words to her were pretty harsh. I told her to go back to home planet, but she wouldn't hear of it. I ended up letting her stay anyway, but that ended up costing her her life. And now her assailant is on my ship roaming free. What the hell kind of captain am I? You're a much better one than I ever was. I lost my entire planet, remember? You just need to keep moving. Don't dwell too much on the past, but remember it well so that you don't repeat past mistakes. I guess you're right. I feel bad that we don't even have time to hold a memorial service for her like we did with Oracle. Don't worry, friend. I know she understands. Is Johnny still out again? Yeah, he's been conversing with Mare a lot lately. What's up with those two? I don't know. They seem to want to keep their secrets from me. Frankly, I don't care. We have a much bigger problem here. I'm gonna go check in with Nefertiti. You have the bridge, Swig. I do. Once again, you return. One might get the impression you are interested in me. I am indeed interested, Nefertiti. You're the only one who knows enough about Iblis so that I might be able to overcome. I stand by my assertion that what you seek is pointless, but I shall oblige. What do you wish to know? Alright, Nefertiti, how about this? We can just separate Iblis from the star fragments and it won't be able to do anything, right? You speak as though that were an easy task. Never mind the details. It should work, right? I suppose that might work, but I suspect it's already no longer possible to separate Iblis from the star fragments. Meaning what? It may have already absorbed the star and just needs time to fully realize what it's capable of. I don't like the sound of that. Well, the star fragments may still exist too. The point is, I wouldn't rely on that one-shot strategy we referred to. Whatever. Fine. Assuming we can no longer separate the star from Iblis, we just need to stop it from creating the Book of Gates then, right? Unfortunately, Iblis will be able to create those gates at will. It might destroy one, but it will just make another and another ad infinitum. There's another problem, though. Iblis has been shown able to corrupt minds outside of this realm. Even if we kept it here, it would eventually pollute the minds of everybody anyway. Instead of killing everyone manually, it will drive people to kill each other. One way or another, it will succeed in destroying all life. That begs asking again, but why the heck would you create such a thing? I've stated before, we did not create it. It has always been here. Yeah, you know. Is there anything else? I don't know. Let's talk about you. Very well, what do you wish to know about me? I always got the impression that you were this heartless witch intent on killing pirates. I suppose I may have come across that way. I apologize if I did not meet your expectations. I can alter my image to suit your imagination if that is what you wish. What? No, that's fine. I like this Nefertiti better. Suit yourself. However, I find it strange that while Iblis threatens the universe at large, you are concerned about your perceptions of me. You have a peculiar sense of prioritization. It's just that you are so jarringly different from what I imagined. You regret the people died by your hand, even offer them mourning. I have great difficulty accepting that you are the one who killed both Oracle and Ginny. You needn't concern yourself. I am indeed the one responsible, as I do not seek forgiveness. You should punish me for my crimes. I have no intention of punishing you, but I ask that you seek atonement for your crimes. Have you given thought to helping us fight Iblis? I have. I am still not convinced that we stand even the slightest chance of victory. There is no point to engaging it. I would rather enjoy what little time I had left. Besides, I'm relatively powerless now without the aid of the star fragments. I see. Well, our journey is halfway complete. I pray you will have changed your mind before then. I came back to my room. Looked like Tessa was out at the moment. I thought, or at least I hoped, it was possible to separate Iblis from the star fragments. If we could do that, Iblis would become powerless again, though it may still influence people. If we couldn't do that, we'd have to close any book of gates that tried to open. It wouldn't be feasible, though, as Nephilim stated. Iblis would be able to open as many as it wanted, and we'd run out of steam well before then. Failing that, I think we should throw everything we had at it and pray for the best. I sure hope the others had a better plan than I did. Yeah, I'm sure the others hope that they have a better plan than you do, too. I'm level 61 these days. Tessa! Hey, Tessa, what do you think of me? What? What do you mean? We lived our whole lives together, yet I still don't know how you really feel about me. I love you, Deuce, you know that. No, see, you said that as a sister who loved her brother. I don't know if you think I'm someone you could spend the rest of your life with. Ah, God, I feel terrible talking about this. Like, Damn. Is that a proposal? No, I mean, how do I put this? Deuce, maybe we shouldn't cross that line. I'm perfectly content with things the way they are. There's no need to complicate things, is there? So do you have just a big brother? It's not that. I've often thought about, never mind. Oh, you're blushing. Just what did you think about? Oh god, I'm dying inside a little bit. Nothing, go away. Was it something like this? Oh my god, I'm about to die. I got up and kissed her forehead. Don't ask me why. Oh god. Sometimes... Sorry, I know I'm probably killing this for everybody else that's, like, actually intrigued in this. And somehow hearing it through my voice isn't ruining it for them. But sometimes when I'm, like, reading mangas or, like, watching a TV show or something like that, I used to watch Dexter, the Showtime show about the, I think it was Showtime, the, like, serial killer dude. And it had so many of these, like, cringe moments where it would, like, start happening and I would just be like, and I'd, like, pause it. And I'd have to sit there for like 5 minutes and recover, and then unpause it and watch like 10 seconds more of it and be like, And here we go, I'm doing it again. Tessa's cheeks became brilliant red. Why you? Tessa was about to punch me, but then she stopped dead in her tracks. I'm sorry, Deuce. I like you. I really do. This is the you're about to get turned down song, apparently. But we should just keep things the way they are. Tessa? Tessa silently got up and left the table. Maybe I went too far. Still, when did I fall for her? I think that the music keeps playing. Hey, Swig, what's wrong? Oh, hey there, Deuce. Not much going on. You seem to be down. You're not even drinking. Ah, sorry, I was thinking about something depressing. Well, you know what they say, misery loves company. Care to share? I suppose you've earned the right. I'll tell you a little story. Okay, sure. Once there was a warrior monk who, after much meditation, decided to settle down and have a family. He met a wonderfully large wife who loved him even though he drank a lot, and even for his own kind. He loved his family, but temptation got the best of him when he heard of the neighboring star system's taste for fermentation. I had a young cub. Her name was Brandon. She'd be 14, 15? Ugh. I can't even keep track of how old she'd be anymore. What a lousy father I was. You're kidding me. You're one of the best men around, fair or otherwise. Now, the truth is, the reason I survived the black hole is because I dished my family. I told them I was on a business trip, but I only wanted to try out the beverages of the star system. By the time I returned, it was too late. Countless times I thought to get close enough for the event horizon to envelop me, but it proves how much of a chicken I am. No offense to the laser chickens. I want to know what a laser chicken is. Laser chicken. None taken. Still, do not feel pity for me. I continue on, knowing full well they would rather I live. Every sip I take is for them. The gourd was handcrafted by my wife as a going-away gift. That's pretty surprising, Swig. For what it's worth, you're a fantastic father. Tessa and I owe you a lot. Thanks. You've grown much, young cub. Thanks, Uncle Swig. You haven't called me that since you were 10. Come on, let's have a round. Now you're talking. Good. Now could you pay your tab already? $42 is not worth it. 46 isn't really worth it. 42 is not worth it. Alright, 52 is worth it though. That's all I'm buying. Oops, I didn't mean to go back. Let me go back. Let's go Eternal Swamp. This will be the last one for this video, by the way. Yeah. I haven't used the blade in a while. That's right, though. I did want to go. I would use it. This was not a good weapon to use. Yeah, okay, this weapon's not going to This was also not a good weapon for the situation. This weapon I want to use. It doesn't even kill anything. I am being significantly outgunned right now. Oh yeah, no, this weapon. Seriously, too many things. I was legitimately getting overwhelmed. I'm still kind of legitimately getting overwhelmed. Jeez, seriously. Man, I love this weapon. This weapon is just so awesome. Alright. The Wisp. This is not the weapon I want to use to fight the Wisp. This I think will work better. Maybe not. Alright, it's definitely not that one. Oh, get me. There we go. Alright, once we get through the little dialogue here is when I'll kill it. This pressure in my heart is painful. Is this Iblis doing? Yeah. The closer we get to that thing, the more I feel its hatred. I've never felt anything like this. It's like everything I've ever regretted is being resurfaced. Hang on, it's calming down now. Whew, I'm starting to feel better. Yeah, something tells me Iblis doesn't like the thought of us encroaching upon its territory. I sure hope I know what I'm doing. Trust me, we all do. If things continue to get worse like this, I'm not sure how much longer we can take it. We'll see this through to the end, my friend. I don't know, I'm starting to second-guess myself. What right do I have to lead us to our doom? If we didn't believe in you, we'd have mutiny days ago. Besides, you never know, we might win. Well, then I'm just gambling with our lives. I can't shoulder that kind of responsibility. Think of it this way, we have nothing to lose and everything to gain. In the gambling sense, that's a good payoff. Yeah, you're right, of course. Hey, Swig. How do I compare to Captain Oracle? Pretty badly, but that's not what you wanted to hear, is it? Gee, thanks. Deuce, of course you're not going to compare to Captain Orca. You both have different skills and leading styles. Will ale ever compare to whiskey? Of course not, they're two different drinks. Well, what do I bring to the table that Oracle didn't? That's a hard one. I suppose I'd say you bring perspective. Yeah, whereas Oracle made judgments based on information she was privy to, you're able to make decisions based on little information. You see things others haven't considered. In short, you can wing it. Even Orca had to plan out simple moves. That lot of good that does us, though. On the contrary, you saw how Orca began to lose her edge when she could no longer predict things, right? If she were here right now, she would have trouble planning ahead. I see, but truthfully, I don't know what to do when we get there. You've yet to master the one skill all captains must learn. You must learn to pretend you know what you're doing. That's not just limited to captains, by the way. Whenever you're in a position of power, and anybody goes to you, you always just need to lie and act like you know what you're doing. What? That's ridiculous. What kind of skill is that? Being a captain is about projecting an aura of composure in stressful situations. The crew's morale is important, and a good leader keeps everybody working together. See? If you let your teammates or your underlings know that you don't know what you're doing, they'll have no confidence and they'll do their own thing. You'll be fine, friend. Whatever happens, we're all in this together. Yeah, thanks, Swig. Alright, Nefertiti, change of pace. You are unrelenting, but I shall respond to your inquiries. So is there anything we can do to save Lucerne? Maybe we can get your home back. I'm afraid that will not happen. When I came here, I'd expected the planet to be intact. Iblis has consumed Lucerne piece by piece. The remains that are left no longer have enough sustenance to hold together. I had intended to live out my days here upon coming back, but that is impossible in its current state. Could you recreate your planet if you had all 7 star fragments? The planet itself had a will of its own, and we shared our life force with it. As with anything in possession of a soul, we cannot influence free will. I could conceivably restore the planet, but Lucerna's would still be broken. Lucerna shall soon be but a memory, as will I. But why should my planet concern you? You came this way with many sacrifices on your hands. At the very least, those sacrifices shouldn't be in vain. I should think Lucerna would be the least of your concerns. It's not that I'm ignoring Iblis, I just don't intend to give up on everything else too when we can fix more than one problem. Your idealism is exhausting. You gotta get that on. As you've asked me many times, I would like to pose one to you. Okay, shoot. Why do you show concern for me at all? Am I not your most hated enemy? It's true, I still harbor ill feelings towards you, but my captain lived by a certain ideal. We must respect and show compassion to others, especially to those we hate. What would that accomplish? It's based on an old philosophy. Our way of life is not about punishing your adversaries, it's about making peace with them. That is a foolish point of view. If your enemy does not submit, you must eliminate them if they get in your way. Do not tell me you intend to make peace with Iblis. No, I'm pretty sure that thing can't be reasoned with, so that's different. But tell me, why does your enemy's life mean so little to you? Anybody who enters the battlefield must be aware of the risks they choose to partake in. I do not like bloodshed, but my objectives are more important. But what about all those planets you threatened? They weren't prepared to die. I warned them and supplied ample time, but none would listen. 2 things. 1, you probably said something like, get out of here or die. I did. It is straightforward and difficult to misconstrue. Which brings me to number 2. Nobody would leave just by being threatened like that, especially with the choice of words. That was not my problem. By declining the offer, their lives were forfeit. Alright, this is going nowhere. Maybe our philosophies are just too much noise. Do not say that. Your idealism is worth fighting for. Huh? Why would you say that? If everybody else felt the same, perhaps Iblis would not have turned out the way it did. I guess so. Before you go, Mr. Juice, what is it? Thank you for treating me as a normal person instead of a prisoner. There's no need for thanks, Nefertiti. Everybody has that right. We're more than halfway to Iblis. The closer we got to our goal, the more heavily it affected our minds and bodies. We could practically feel the suffering and woes of the limitless voices Iblis harbored. Lucerna was beyond salvation, as Nefertiti explained, even wishes could not restore it. I felt bad that she came all this way for nothing, but we had to clean up this mess. Maybe that was a good thing. I didn't like the idea of Iblis festering here unchecked. Alright. I believe there is Absolute Zero, Maelstrom, and then another one that will pop up afterwards. And after I take those 3 out, it's just boss time with Iblis. So I will end here. Those 3 will be in another video, and then Iblis will be the final one. Incidentally, the first couple times I played this, I actually had a really hard time beating it. So hopefully Iblis won't be me spending like 20 minutes refighting it over and over again. Anyways, though, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, check out that Facebook page. At least check out the schedule that I have listed up there so that you know when my videos are coming. And I'll try to stick to the schedule as best I can. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.